Dear students, Namaste. You are reading Chemical Kinetics. In Chemical Kinetics, general topics you have read. Now, you have to study energy barrier. What is energy barrier? It is the state of a chemical reaction which must be crossed by the reactant to form products. What is the energy barrier? It is the state of a chemical reaction which must be crossed by the reactant molecules to form products. It can clearly be understood by plotting the graph. Graph here you are seeing. On x-axis there is progress of reaction and on y-axis it is energy, or you can say it is potential energy also. And A and B are the reactants, C and D are the products, and this state indicates energy barrier. It is the state of the chemical reaction. It is the maximum state of the energy of the reactants which must be crossed by the reactant molecules to form products. So this peak must be crossed, otherwise reactant goes in backward direction. Now, if energy is supplied, then all the molecules start to collide with each other and only few collisions will be effective, and that converts into product C and D. This graph also clearly here indicates that energy of A and B and energy of C and D are same, but it is the energy which is required by the reactants to convert into product. It is called activation energy. You have read about the activation energy. Activation energy is the energy which is required to form activated complex. What is the activated complex? It is the state of a chemical reaction where reactants and products are in equilibrium. If a little energy will be more, then it converts into product. If energy will decrease, then again reaction goes in backward direction, means product does not form. So no problem in it, and this reaction is neither exothermic nor endothermic. Why? Because energy of reactant molecules is equal to the energy of products, means here delta E will be what? 0. Is it clear? So graph clearly indicates the position of the reaction, that is exothermic or endothermic. Now other reaction is exothermic reaction. You have read about the exothermic reaction. What is exothermic reaction? It is the reaction in which the difference in between the final energy and initial energy is greater than 0, means here del E, difference in energy, should be greater than 0. And see the graph, it clearly indicates what is exothermic reaction. So here A and B indicates the reactants. C and D are the products. On x-axis, there is progress of reaction. On y-axis, there is energy, or you can say potential energy. If energy is supplied to the reactants, then collisions take place. It is called activation energy, EA. Here clearly indicates EA is the activation energy, and it crossed the energy barrier. This graph clearly indicates what is it. It is energy barrier, and here both reactants and products are in equilibrium, means A dot dot B dot dot C dot dot D. It is activated complex. Now, if product is formed, then this graph clearly indicates that energy of product is less than the energy of reactant, and hence this difference clearly indicates that energy is released, and if energy is released, then final energy will be less, and that is exothermic reaction. So it is the graph of exothermic reaction. Now other is endothermic reaction. But before endothermic reaction, again see the statement of exothermic reaction. Definition you have read. It is the reaction in which the difference in between the final energy and initial energy is greater than 0. In other words, you can say it is the reaction in which the difference in between the final temperature and initial temperature is greater than 0. So del E will be greater than 0 or del T will be greater than 0. It is better to say energy del E. Here del E is equal to E2 minus E1 and greater than 0. Now other topic is endothermic reaction. What is endothermic reaction? It is reaction in which the difference in between the final energy and initial energy is less than 0. Less than 0. Here greater is written, right? Less than 0. Let the initial energy is E1 and final energy is E2. Then according to rule, what happens? Del E is equal to E2 minus E1. It will be less than 0. No problem in it. Now it can clearly be understood by plotting the graph. The graph on x-axis there is progress of reaction, on y-axis energy. Which energy? It is also potential energy. Now A and B are the reactants, C and D are the products. If energy is supplied, that is called activation energy, to the reactant molecules, then at first collisions take place and the energy is increased of the reactant molecules, and when it crossed the energy barrier, then products start to form. And what is the product here? C and D. Now this graph clearly indicates that energy of A and B is less than the energy of C and D, because energy is in increasing order on y-axis. So energy of A plus B is less than the energy of C plus D, and hence this difference clearly indicates that such amount of energy is absorbed by the reactant molecules. So the energy of reactant molecules will be more than the product. Now the difference in between the final energy and initial energy is less than 0. Delta E clearly indicates this energy is absorbed. Now next, see at first some important points. What are the important points here? That is written note. In exothermic reaction, the internal energy of the product is less than the reactants. That you have seen in the graph. Energy of product is less than reactant. Second point, in endothermic reaction, the internal energy of the products is more than reactants. Why? Because energy is absorbed. That you have also seen in the graph. Third point, it is observed that if the temperature of the reactants is increased by 10 degrees Celsius, then rate of a reaction is doubled. Means if rate of reaction is suppose X at 80 degrees Celsius, then rate of reaction at 90 degrees Celsius will be 2x, and rate of reaction at 100 degrees Celsius means 20 degrees Celsius temperature is raised, so rate of reaction will be quadrupled. Means if temperature is raised by 10 degrees Celsius, rate will be double. If temperature is increased by 20 degrees Celsius, then again energy will be, rate of reaction will be doubled. 10 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर बढ़ने पर रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन दुगुनी होगी और 20 डिग्री बढ़ने पर 4 गुनी, 30 डिग्री बढ़ने पर 8 गुनी होगी. इज इट क्लियर? एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो बी clearly understood by plotting a graph. Again, graph is seen here. What is the graph? Is it clear? What is the graph? On the x-axis, there is kinetic energy. On the y-axis, there is fraction of molecules, because if temperature is raised, then fraction of molecules is increased. So at T degree Celsius, what is the reaction? That will be the activation energy. Means this graph indicates activation energy. It is not given here, so it is activation energy. And the product form here, it will be clearly seen the product is formed. Lower graph indicates the product formed. If temperature is raised by 10 degrees Celsius, means this graph, this curve indicates the reaction at T plus 10 degree Celsius. What happens? Again product is formed. So two areas will be clearly seen here. This area indicates the fraction molecules or reactions at T degree Celsius, and this area indicates reactions at T plus 10 degree Celsius. So no problem in it. This graph clearly indicates if temperature is raised, rate of reaction will double. And then again See here, effect of catalyst. What is the effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction? You have read about the catalyst. What is the catalyst? It is the substance which does not take part in chemical reaction but either increases or decreases the rate of reaction. That you have read. If rate of reaction is increased, that is called positive catalyst. If rate of reaction is decreased, that is called negative catalyst. No problem in it. So the catalyst either increases or decreases the activity of the reactants, not catalyst. So catalyst either increases or decreases the activity of a reactant or reactant molecules. Following graph explains the phenomenon clearly. Again, you have to see the graph clearly one by one. There are two graphs here. In one case, first case, positive catalyst is used. In other case, negative catalyst is used. So in this graph here, figure 1 is written. Again, on the x-axis there is progress of reaction. On the y-axis there is energy. A and B are the reactants, C and D are the products. It is energy barrier. If activation energy is supplied, then what happens? It crosses the energy barrier and forms the product C and D. It is neither exothermic nor endothermic because energy of A and B and C and D here is same. So it is neither exothermic nor endothermic. But when positive catalyst is here added, then what happens? This dotted line curve clearly indicates that activation energy is decreased and there is no change in the amount of products. Means if suppose initially 10 gram products will be formed without catalyst, then after adding catalyst again we get 10 gram product. So catalyst only affect the path of the reaction, means it increases the rate of reaction but not affect the amount of product. Is it clear? So rate of reaction is increased here due to positive catalyst. Now in second figure, negative catalyst is used. So it is the second figure. Again here on the x-axis there is progress of reaction. On the y-axis there is energy. A and B again are the reactants. C and D again are the products. This line indicates the energy barrier that you have read. It is energy barrier. If energy is supplied, then reactant molecules cross the energy barrier and form products. And if catalyst is used, here dotted curve line indicates negative catalyst. If catalyst is used, negative catalyst is used, then what happens? It clearly indicates that activation energy is increased. So more energy is required here and hence rate of reaction is decreased. So if curve graph is above the initial graph, it means activation energy is increased, rate of reaction is decreased, but there is no change in the amount of product, that is C plus D. And this graph indicates exothermic reaction. initial graph in first figure, you have seen that figure indicates neither exothermic reaction nor endothermic reaction, but this graph clearly indicates the exothermic reaction because energy of product is less, energy of product is more, and hence such amount of energy is released. So it is exothermic reaction, and curved graph also indicates the exothermic reaction because there is no change in the concentration of the reactants or products. Similarly, if you have to plot the same graph for endothermic reaction, then you have to write here like this. Endothermic means energy of product will be more. Now it is endothermic. If negative catalyst is used, then again graph will be like this. So you have to keep in mind dotted line should be either above the initial peak or below the initial peak. That clearly indicates that reaction is exothermic, endothermic, after using catalyst, adding catalyst, or without catalyst. So dotted line always indicates the use of catalyst, means reaction occurs due to catalyst. So you can write easily exothermic reaction, endothermic reaction, or the reaction which is neither exothermic nor endothermic. No problem in it. Perhaps next day Arrhenius theory will be discussed. Thank you. Have a nice day.